Hello again, my little yarnivores and spiderettes. Fiber Spider back again with some new hooks. I'm so excited. I went on to the Letto Workshop website and I couldn't help myself. Temptation won, I'm afraid. Yes, it did. I love their product. I love, love, love them. And I've been using their hooks like exclusively since I found them. And I can't recommend them enough. And so, yes, I bought some more of their hooks. In fact, I bought four. And Stan and Julie, they are such sweethearts. They said, we have a new line of hooks coming out. Would you be interested in, us throwing another one your way? And I said, of course, yes. So I have a total of 5 in here that we're going to unbox, and I'm super duper excited. For those of you that are not familiar with Letto Workshop, they are a small business in Ukraine, and they do magnificent work indeed. Gorgeous hooks. Now, albeit, I'll be the first to say it, they're not cheap, but as I've said before, this is one of those instances where you get what you pay for, and I can't recommend them enough. I absolutely love the quality and the workmanship and everything that goes into it. And so, yeah, that being said, let's unbox this and see what we have to see, shall we? Let's go. Alrighty, got my trusty little pair of scissors, and as per usual, this is cocooned in packing tape. They do a great job. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again because it holds true. They do a great job with their packing, and I have never had any issues, like with anything coming broken or anything like that. They're packed really well. I will say that. In fact, I thought that they were going to arrive much later than they did. I was expecting it was going to take at least another week, but I guess I lucked out. Oh, I see a card. I do. And a bubble-wrapped cocoon here. You guys, it's the little details that count for me, and the fact that you wrap everything up so meticulously, I give you credit for that. Oh, I'm excited. I still have the last card that they sent with one of my orders. And this one, it has, okay, I can't pronounce that whatsoever yet again, but it's a lovely picture there. And so this says, thank you ever so much, dear Craig. May this autumn be a serene, positive, and creative time. May it bring only joy, harmony, and peace for you and your loved ones, Julie and Stan. Thank you so very, very much. And same goes to you. I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so we've got 3 boxes. And then we also have 2 wrapped baggies. So let me see here. Okay, so this one right here is the one that I had mentioned that, that the super duper special one. I'm going to save this one for last. And I'll show you the other ones first. Because I see, what I wanted to do was I wanted to expand my collection, because I think, if I am not mistaken, that my current collection of their hooks extends up to a 7. And most of them range from, I want to say, like a HIJ-ish, arena of sizes, because that's what I use predominantly. However, I want to branch out a little bit and expand into larger sizes so that I can work some new kind of, whatnots. Now, that is not to say that I plan on going into like bulky and super bulky weight of yarn, because I'm not a fan of those yarns. As much as I love some of the colorways and stuff like that, you don't get the yardage. the yardage is always disappointing, unless if you're getting like a Karen Cake's anniversary cake, that has the yardage, but those are expensive. I prefer 3 weight, 4 weight, sometimes even 2 weight, but I was thinking ply the yarns together to create a bulkier weight. And, well, since you've got a bulkier weight, you need bigger hooks. So I could sort of, justify me getting some new hooks for that, So, let's see, I've got the size L and then M and O. Okay, yeah, so we'll start with the size L here. And so these hooks, they come in these lovely little padded pouches, which I think is a really nice touch. And also they are good enough to mark which is which, because I can never remember which gorgeous woods are used on each one. I can never remember. So this one is an 8mm, a size L, lilac wood, rosewood Santos, and curly robinia wood. They sound fancy, don't they? They do. They just sound fancy, and that's enough, And then the way that they look makes them even more gorgeous. So this is my size L. Ooh, so pretty. So very pretty. Love. And on the bottom, I don't know if it's carved in or burnt in. I think it's burnt in, but it's not like it's just like a decal or something that's just painted on. No, it's in there, So that's another little touch, another little detail that I really love about these hooks, the attention to detail. And for those of you that want to get a nice close-up, so these kind of remind me of the boy style of hooks, because it's not sort of like a sharp cut like the Susan Bates. Now, of course, everybody has their preferences, albeit and granted. Me, I'm more of a fan of the boy as opposed to the Bates. So be it. But it's got such a lovely finish on it and smooth as butter. Love this. I'm so excited that I'm gonna like upgrade to bigger sizes. Yee! All right, so that was my size L. Let's see. Next up, I wanna work my way up size-wise. Let's see. I don't see a card on this one. Oh, it's marked on the box. This is the 11mm, so I'm going to save that one. Here's my 9, my size M. So this is curly robinia and lilac wood, my size M, 9mm. And got these lovely pouches in felt. Some of them are like this, sort of like a quilted fabric one, and these are the felt ones. Apparently, this is how they used to come, and then due to supply, limited supplies and so forth, they switched over to these. It's fine. I'm not getting the hooks for the case. I'm getting them for the hooks. So it's totally fine. And then on the inside, little tag sewn in, Letto. So this is, again, curly robinia and lilac wood. Ooh, this is luscious. So gorgeous. And again, lovely tip of the hook. So pretty. And then, yes, in the bottom, got a little 9 with the dot there so that you know it's a 9 and not a 6. So pretty. I mean, this actually, it almost reminds me of Tiger's Eye, because there's a little bit of light refraction in there. So pretty. Love this. So, so, so nice. You guys do such incredible work. I can't say it enough. And I'm going to continue to say it because it's the truth. So there. So we've got 3 more to go. Let's go. Okay, so that was the size M, correct? Yes. Now the size N, which is a 10 millimeter. This is curly mulberry and lilac wood. What can I say? I like the lilac wood. Another one of these lovely cases. So my size N. Oh. There's such beauty in simplicity sometimes. So pretty. I mean, look at the size of that tip on that hook there. I'm going to be able to do some damage with these. Yeah, so that's the size 10. Well, 10 millimeter size N. And then I've got my 11 millimeter, which is Purple Heart and Hornbeam Wood. So this is my 11 millimeter. And those lovely cases. The attention to detail, it's not lost upon me, really. Oh, now this one is a showstopper. Look at that. So gorgeous. Now this one, it's a little bit harder to see because the wood itself is so dark, but there is an 11 on there. Oh, I love, love, love. I'm so excited. Actually, I'm thinking I might be using this one for my next project. I already have plans. I do. Um, you know, that's the other reason why I got 4 of them, because I'm not sure. I typically don't work with larger sized hooks, and I'm not sure what is going to work out best for me for what I plan on doing. The brand of the yarn has a lot to do with it. The weight of that brand has a lot to do with it, because even though one brand says like a 3 weight, and another brand says that it's a 3 weight, not all 3 weights are created equal. Great example and point. If you say took Red Heart Super Saver, which is a weight of 4, and then Lion Brand's Pound of Love, which is a weight of 4, they are a little bit different. The fluidity of one is more fluid than the other one. I found that even though Pound of Love is a weight of 4, it's like a little bit more malleable than, say, Red Heart Super Saver. I like Red Heart Super Saver because it's a workhorse. You get, a lot of, mileage for your money, and it's also readily available and pretty inexpensive. Pound of Love, though, you get the yardage and you also get, a bit more of a fluidity with the yarn. So, pros and cons, but that is something to keep in mind. So if you're mixing and matching and, stash busting, yeah, it could be all a weight of 4, but you might end up with some warpage if you're using a different brand, so always things to keep in mind. Now, that being said, we have our last hook, which this one dazzled me. It absolutely dazzled me when they said, that they're, being benevolent and generous and kind enough to send me this one. This one is a size J. Now, I have, a size J already, but when I saw this, I was like Pavlov's dog, just drooling because it was just so gorgeous. This one is Cadillacs Mosaic Pear and Dark Apricot Wood. It sounds like a dessert. Ugh. Can't wait to get this open and show you. when I saw it, I said, you guys are outdoing yourself. So yeah, this is a size J, a 6 mm. Check this out. Ah! How gorgeous is that? Seriously, work of art. This is some elegance if I ever saw it. So nice. It's like you are not going to find this at Michael's. No offense, Michael's, but this is nice. This is really nice. And then there is the actual tip of the hook there. If you'll excuse me for a moment, this is sexy. Okay. This has some real panache to it, and this is going to be one of my favorites, I think. Definitely. I mean, I have more than a few of these at this point, but I think that this is definitely going to be one of my favorites. Also because it reminds me of a herringbone pattern, and that is one of my favorites. And either way you hold it, I mean, also it kind of makes me think of maybe like a pine cone. It just it sings, absolutely. And I am delighted and excited to be able to give this a try sometime soon. Oh, thank you, Julie and Stan, for sending me this one. And, you're welcome for, the business, because those four, I'm going to absolutely love working with them. And, you guys, seriously, if you are in the market for treating yourself to something really nice, and you are an avid crocheter, like if you're just starting off and you're not sure if crochet is for you, I understand that this might be too much of an expense for you. I get that, because the range of prices, I mean, you're talking anywhere from, say, like, 20 some odd dollars to like 50 some odd dollars, for a hook, not a set, but a hook. And I understand that that is a bit of a, bit of an expense, but these hooks are really well made. Even though they're made out of wood, there's absolutely no snag on the yarn whatsoever. There's no splintery bits or rough bits. No, not at all. And you get what you pay for. Seriously, these are quality. And I've had some of them for several years now with absolutely zero issue whatsoever since I got them. So, that being said, I recommend them. And they do have a wide range of different styles and different colors of wood and sizes. And, they even have those gorgeous wooden handles with an inserted metal hook. So if you are more interested in metal hooks, yeah, it is possible. So they have a lovely selection. So I am going to put a link to their website in the description box down below. Check them out, seriously. And, I if I didn't like their product, I wouldn't be doing this video. I would just keep this to myself. But I mean, you've probably seen more than a few videos where I am using these gorgeous hooks. So you can see them in action. There you go. Now, what I was thinking is something I will show you in just a moment. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab my yarn. So over here, I was at Walmart like less than an hour ago, and I found 2 colorways of yarn that I think would go awesome together, because as I said before, I was thinking about plying 2 strands of yarn together and, to build up the thickness of the yarn. And then I was thinking, all right, what would work well together? At one point I was thinking something with a changing colorway and then a solid, one to offset the other. Then I was like, maybe use 2 colorways that changed, but not the same colorway, different, but ones that would go well together, because I wouldn't want it to be too extreme, So the first one I have used before. This is the colorway of Chimera. Sort of rustic rainbow, if you will. Really, really pretty. I mean, you got some brighter bits here and there, but overall, it has sort of like a rustic rainbow quality, in my opinion. Now, this is Mandala bonus bundle. By the way, this video is not sponsored, but I like to share what I know with you. So yeah, this is the Lion Brand Mandala bonus bundle. And so here's what I was talking about with the yardage. It is 1,181 yards, and it's a weight of 3. If you were trying to get that much yardage in like a weight of 5, good luck with that. This was about like $10 at Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been 10 or 14. It's more than 5, less than 20. How about that? So I got 2 of these, and then to go with this colorway, I found this colorway, which I hadn't seen before, but I'm like, you know what? Mine, gonna pick it up. This colorway. So instead of it being really, really colorful, it's more muted, and it is the same yarn, just different colorway. So this is the colorway of Chewy. Now, I think they mean Chewy as in Chewbacca, as in Star Wars. All the Mandala colorways have some sort of fantasy, fantastical type of element about the names. There was like, Groot and Warlock and Fairy and Gnome and so on and so forth. So I was thinking sort of the absence of color with this one. I mean, there's like a little bit of like a blue-gray right here, but this is more of a tonal yarn, whereas this one is much more of a color yarn. So I thought that these two together, working together as sort of a tweed, if you will. I was about to say a tweed, if you will. I get tongue-tied. What can I say? I've been working all day. But I was thinking that these two together would create a really interesting looking tweed effect. What do you think? I think it could work out, one balancing the other, and then together you have a bit of harmony. Now I bought 2 of these and 2 of these. So what I was thinking is, work these 2 up together, and then I'll know, like when this is running out, then it's about time to start the next 2 skeins, and then I'll know that like when these are done, that's about the halfway mark. It's a great way of figuring out, roughly where the halfway mark is. When you're trying to figure out what is halfway, with one skein, got to break out the scale and all that jazz. Not a fan of that. I'd rather work it like this. So that being said, enough of my yammering. That is what that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, as they say, right? No, there you go. So as always, I want to thank all of you for watching. Julie and Stan, you guys are sweethearts. Thank you so much for that gorgeous hook. And if you guys are interested, check out the link down below. Share the love, support small businesses. I highly encourage it. No matter what your small business is, small businesses rock. And as always, guys, thank you. Stay tuned for more, because whether I am crocheting or knitting or audiobook narrations or playing, video games of all sorts on my other channel, Fiber Spider Games, also link in the description box down below. Stay tuned for more. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And you know what to do until next time, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay stitching, and please stay safe. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great day.